Gutauskas.
In Astoria, in Queens.
Do you remember like your first time playing the music?
I remember the first time I saw the band. This music is crazy and amazing, and like, I want to be in that band.
Your first time was the Vans Warped Tour.
Oh, right.
It was at the Nassau freaking Coliseum.
I remember that.
Because I think that was the first hit where I had two baritones. Give us your thoughts on how you approach playing in the band.
Well, first of all, it's like a party coming to rehearsals. Everyone has their individual opportunity to express themselves through your music. There's a baritone connection. You play the baritone saxophone.
For sure, yeah. The baritone is as much like my voice within the ensemble as anything else. Between you and Felipe, we have two really prismatic approaches to the baritone saxophone. And
Totally. I know for me, the love song you wrote, like I always looked forward to that. I could express myself in any way, like whatever I was feeling that day for months, weeks, whatever. I can say those things through your music, which is like incredible. I thank you for trusting me. That's what life is, and music is, and writing is. It's about your emotion and, you know, the things that you feel and think about and want to emote. So
I hope that's something that a lot of cats take out of it, is the ability to say whatever they want to say with it.
I think in the way that you have assembled the band as well, the choices of musicians, of people are deliberate. You want an emotional human, someone who performs emotionally, and when you're like writing this music, I think you think about who's going to play.
I am writing with the individual musicians in mind. When I'm asking for you to play in a soloistic featured manner, I am hearing you.
You know, it's like there's like this really this beautiful core to the sound of the band now, and it's developed over years. It's solidified into something that's really incredible.
We know our pocket without needing to talk about it or think about it. Favorite track or favorite moment?
On Burn, I love that. The bass clarinet and the bass trombone have like a unison, and it goes boo-ba-doo, and then the trombones come in, and then one goes like a half step, like, oh man, it's just crazy. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I do love the second movement of the suite, the violin concerto. Like Brooke is just insane. She's incredible, and she played the crap out of that. Ooh, like that melody, oh man, it's like such a beautiful melody. You give it to me at this one time, and you're like writing all this crazy altissimo in the first movement of the I Can See My Country From Here. This huge like brass thing, and the trumpets are super high, and then it literally sounds like glass is breaking.
Your thoughts on this record as a protest record?
You wrote this suite, you know, during the 2016 primaries, leading up to the election. It's like you're documenting that year through music, which was like a really awesome idea, really gutsy too, because no one knew what was going to happen. I remember that the day that we performed that last movement, and that was a few days after the election. If anything, that was more for us. We needed to get this out. Like, this was just like, ugh. I mean, besides that moment, there's just so many things to protest. Crazy inequality, you know, social media is ripping us apart. People don't take the time to get the facts. But then again, it's hard to even get facts. I don't feel like we've made much progress in 4 years, if any. I feel like this record is, it's like an exclamation. Like, we can't just live with the things that are being thrown at us. And so we need to have our voices heard. And I think musically, it's like the best way that we can do it. Yeah, there are political things that we need to protest, but there are social things that are like really important. Everybody thinks that they are right. If anything, we're all wrong. You know, I want to approach things with love and empathy.
It is very much a record about what it feels like to be an American. And that is really fucking complex.
And I think people forget that being human is complex.
When things get this screwed up, we hang on even closer to the close relationships that matter. Mm-hmm. So I think that is something to be celebrated. Is there anything else that you want people to know?
It is a family. I find great joy and happiness playing with this band, and, you know, brothers and sisters in music and life. And grateful to you, grateful that this record is coming out. I just hope a lot of people can hear it, because they deserve it.
I'm an enormous fan of like what you're doing with the Brass Against band, Rage Against the Machine tribute band turned original music band. Andy does all of the arrangements for them.
I've learned so much from your writing and from the way that you write. We have new videos coming out. We're trying to make new music. And I have my own solo project that's coming out on October 30th. It's called Look Out. It features the Awakening Orchestra's bass player, Josh Paris, and a wonderful drummer, Chris Smith, Willie Applewhite, and Robert Edwards on trombone.
I miss you, man.
Miss you too, dude.
It's
Stay well up there.
And also with you.
I shaved my head the day before. That's when this look started.
It's a good look.
Yeah, so outtakes.